Hi, everybody. This is your friend Daniel Hutchins, and we're back again for another article discussion. Yes, another article discussion from our friend Screen Rant. Okay, so from our friend Screen Rant, we're going to be talking about Batman again. Again. So, will the Joker be in the Batman 2? Deleted scene is a perfect setup. Okay, so we talked about this a little bit before, so this is just a rehashing. Okay, so Batman not only introduces the brand new Joker, but also sets up what his role will be in the future of the franchise, including with Batman 2. This was a couple hours ago. Again, there are spoilers from the Batman. So we know the Keegan's Joker debuted in the Batman during a small scene toward the end of the movie. It is the deleted Joker scene that sets up the villain feature in the franchise. While the Batman features three major Batman villains, the Riddler, Falcone, and Penguin, the movie still managed to also introduce a brand new version of the Joker. Keegan will be the seventh actor to play the iteration of the character in live action, the third in the last 6 years to appear in a theatrical movie. Matt Reeves' Batman chose not to have a proper post-credit scene in the typical MCU fashion, but the movie did minutes to set up what could be the next major villain in the franchise. Now locked up in Arkham, the Riddler is displaying having found a new friend, his cell neighbor. One with a peculiar sense of humor, who encourages Edward's methods. The moment between Riddler and Joker and Batman shows little of the new version of the clown, but a now released deleted Batman scene offers a much better look at what the Keegan Joker will be. Again, moving forward. Related to this article, why the Batman version of the Joker is so different. But we're kind of talking about that right now, so we're not talking about that. So, in the deleted scene, which will also have taken place in the later portion of the movie, Batman, played by Robert Pattinson, goes to Arkham to speak to an unnamed prisoner. The scene borrows heavily from the Silence of the Rams concept, with Batman asking for a prisoner's help to understand the mind and modus operandi of the serial killer terrorizing Gotham. So, in a way, despite only having 5 minutes together and a limited amount of dialogue, Robert Pattinson and Barry Keoghan have already revealed much of their characters and their dynamics, and it's likely to be further explored in the Batman 2. Will Joker be the Batman 2 villain? What the director has said. So, despite the shocking review of the Joker at the end of the Batman, we know there's a deleted scene, and we know director Matt Reeves was keen that during the Batman's press tour to highlight that the Joker won't necessarily be the Batman 2 villain. Now, in a way, Reeves having the Joker at the end of the Batman was not meant to reveal what the next movie would be about, but rather just to show how things will still get worse in Gotham before they start to get better in his Batman universe. A similar approach to this was from the Nolan archives with The Batman Begins. Again, we know that Joker being teased at the end of the movie despite a director guaranteeing he envisioned a movie as an infinite story and did not need a sequel. Again, we don't know, but again, regarding the Joker's role in the Batman sequel, here's what Matt Reeves had to say. The scene is not meant to be like, say, oh, look, here's an Easter egg. The next movie is this. But, like, I don't know that the Joker would be in the next movie, but to tell you the truth, it's hear what we're saying in the early days version of the character. And trouble, as always, is brewing in Gotham. That being considered, the fact that the rising star like Barry Keoghan has already been cast as the role, and Matt Reeves and the creative team have already come up with a visual and backstory for this new Joker, has indicated that the character will be a part of the future in the franchise. We just don't know when. Now, the Batman delete scene also indicates Batman Joker already had a history, which means the director and writers went to length at creating at least a tertiary backstory for this villain. Now, as a result, we know indicates that the Joker's appearance in the next Batman movie was not gratuitous, but would rather lead to a bigger narrative later down the road. Even if the Joker isn't the main villain in Batman 2, something that would further help evidence this with direct comparisons of the Nolan's Dark Knight Joker we saw before, Batman's greatest foe could be in a sequel in a limited role. Now, again, dynamics between Batman and Joker are still absent in the Crusader film, and having the Joker not be the main threat in the story rather than an obstacle you have to go around during Batman's missions. For this to happen, the Joker doesn't even necessarily have to be out of Arkham with the Silence of the Rams type of dynamic set up for the Batman so he can continue the work from there. Related to this article, the Batman Joker backstory makes Pattinson's Dark Knight better. But we're not talking about that, we're talking about someone else. So how the Batman's deleted Joker scene sets up more. Okay, the Batman does a great job establishing the origins of Batman villains, but it's hard to say for the Joker not to draw attention away from the movie's other antagonists. Although quite short, the Batman deleted scene also establishes a strong connection between the hero and the villain, largely because the future Joker was already faced Batman before, setting up a stage for what it could be an exciting dynamic for the future. In this way, there's already a symbiotic relationship between hero and villain here, with Joker being able to point out things about Batman's personality with the Pattinson Dark Knight is reluctant to admit. So Batman can also recognize that the criminal is different than any other, thus explaining why he went to him to understand more about the Riddler. Now, considering how Batman will still have to encounter several other dangerous villains in his journey to becoming a complete crime fighter, it's important that his connection with the Joker is already laid down, because ensuring that the future Crown Prince of Crime will be Batman's great nemesis despite whatever would happen in his universe's future. Now, the Batman's delete scene, again, also sets up how Joker escapes Arkham. Small details of the scene reveal a paperclip that was holding together the files delivered by Batman. This was missing when Joker returned them. This strongly suggested the villain took the paperclip, which he could use to unlock something or manufacture a weapon. Although, if a deleted scene, say, may or may not be considered canon, this paperclip detail shows that the Batman already intended to set up a Joker escape in Arkham. The Batman 2 can be Joker's true origin story. Okay, another one of Matt Reeves' intentions was to just show how the Batman Joker is still not the Joker audiences are used to. Instead of telling just the origins of Batman, Matt Reeves opted to tell an origin of the Batman Rogues Gallery. The same approach is used for Joker. In this very way, Barry Keoghan's unnamed criminal from Arkham probably doesn't even go by the name of Joker quite yet, and couldn't have been incarcerated in Arkham right after committing his first major crime. This lack of tangible information on this character means the Batman 2 could very well be the Joker's true origin story. With Batman an established hero and vacuum of power in Gotham's after Falcone's death, there is no better time for the Joker to cement himself as the most dangerous element of Gotham. This situation will be penetrated by a current state of public disorder in Gotham following the flood caused by the Riddler. It's also set in similar notes to the No Man's Land comics. Now, again, the Batman 2 could also see the villains trying to use the chaos in Gotham to thrive, and no Batman villain thrives on chaos better than the Joker. Related to this article, did the Batman Joker cut his own face off? We're not talking about that, we're talking about someone else. So given how Batman already existed in Batman but only became a true version of hero in the end of the film, the Batman 2 could see about the Joker going on the same type of journey. But in this way, the Batman 2 could see Keoghan's version of Joker apart from all the others and offer an origin story for a character unseen before. Again, while it remains to be seen what the story of Batman 2 would be, it's how the Joker can contribute to it. The myriad of directions that Reeves can take with Keegan's Joker appears to be scintillizing. Again, guys, let me know your thoughts, guys. Let me know your thoughts. This is just another article discussion I wanted to do based on if Joker is going to get set up for the Batman sequel. Again, let me know your thoughts, and again, you have a great afternoon. And I'll probably be doing more sometime another time. See you guys around later. Bye.